Hey guys, so if you're a kid from the 80s and 90s, you remember this. Go into any arcade, or if you go to the boardwalk, or whatever the case may be, you remember this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. And it was just a classic beat 'em up, go to the side, scroll screen. You have to beat a certain amount of enemies that come out, and then once they're all beaten, you can go to the next part of it. There were pizzas you could pick up for health and stuff like that, and it was just an all-around good time. And I remember this game so vividly, and it's such a good game. It was so good that they ported it to the Super Nintendo. The NES had its own version, which kind of sucked, but the Super Nintendo one was really, really good. It was a pretty good port. But people have wanted to go back to the past. So this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. It's going back to the old style of the arcade game, which I'm stoked about because I love that game so much. I should really play it for on the channel, but here's the trailer. Yo, yo, Mikey. Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady. Shredder's Revenge. You want to know what would have been great, people, if you didn't put this shit uh, before it even ended. Don't be fucking retarded. But Shredder's Revenge. Now, they are looking awfully chiseled on the side there. But so each of them had their own little special thing that they could do. Like Leo would like take them by, take his swords, like grab them and like flip them over and stuff like that. Um, and like I said, it was just a really fun game. Actually, let me look up. Let me bring a gameplay for when I talk. So hang on. All right, so we're just gonna have this playing in the background, I think. But as you can see, it's pretty close to what it was. Obviously, the graphics have increasingly gotten better, not so pixelated as much. The new ones are nice and crisp, and you can see things. Um, but this was the classic game. You go into the arcade, like I said, arcade. Restaurants had it. The boardwalk. Some people may not know what a boardwalk is if you don't live near the shore or anything. Um, but this was the game. You go around, you smack the Foot Clan around a little bit. You beat the enemies on the stage, and then you're allowed to leave and go to the next stage. Shredder pops up, taunts you sometimes. The final boss is Shredder. Um, but the colors of the Foot Clan kind of were their difficulty. The purple being the easiest, and then you had your silver, you had your red, you had your blue, you had your was it orange? It looked like. There's April. Um, see the yeah, the purple ones are the basic ones. They only take like one hit, but the other ones, the other colors get progressively harder. You have things coming from like the fucking Technodrome, and you got Bebop and Rocksteady. So it's classic TMNT. Um, like I say, if you were born or lived in this era, you definitely remember this game. Um, and it's really cool to see them taking something like this and kind of like updating it, and hopefully not straying too far from the formula. I mean, we don't need a bunch of crazy power ups and shit like that. Just stick with the pizzas to restore health and all that. Um, but just don't stray too far from what made it good. Yeah, you see Shredder comes in, takes April, taunts you. Uncle Phil over here. But actually that's a pretty good to leave it on. Um, but I'm excited about it. I don't know how much it'll be. I don't know when it's coming out, but hopefully I can get a chance to play it. Might do a stream if I do get it. But yeah, that's new arcade style Ninja Turtles game coming out. And I really should talk about Ninja Turtles more because I love the Ninja Turtles. I've been a fan of them. Can't say since they came out because they came out, in the '80s, like earlier in the '80s. But like most people, I when the cartoon came out, I wish I still had all. I think my parents still have all the toys. Or I had like a big like Ninja Turtles box that had all my toys in it. Unfortunately, most of the parts are missing. Like I think Splinter's missing a tail. I think Rap's missing one of his sides. It's just it's just I like I think I have Baxter Stockman and he's like missing parts of him. And I mean that's what happens when you're a kid. And you're probably like roughhousing with them. You're gonna lose parts. I think Mikey doesn't have a leg, so he's gotta hop around and try. Fellow Chucker. Um, but yeah, I love Ninja Turtles. So if you guys want to see more Ninja Turtle stuff, let me know. I would love to talk about it. Especially that horrendous, terrible third movie. The first movie, masterpiece. Is it silly? Of course. Is it stupid because concept-wise because it's a bunch of turtles? Yeah, but it's a masterpiece. You can go back to today and watch it, and afterwards you feel, man, I really love this movie. That was such a good time. The second movie, maybe not as good as the first one, but it's still an enjoyable experience. The third movie just makes you wish that the movie was only like 30 minutes long or less because it is so fucking bad. It really has nothing to do with Ninja Turtles. It doesn't have anyone you know. It's like they introduced two new characters in it. It's like, why not use Shredder? Why not use Baxter Stockman? Why not have Bebop and Rocksteady? Why not have the Rat King? Like Leatherhead? I Krang. Like, I would love to see a live action Krang. I mean, didn't actually technically got Krang in what the Michael Bay movie, but I really don't consider that Krang. But anyways, yeah, if you want to see Ninja Turtle stuff, if you're like me and you're from the '80s and '90s and you want to see Ninja Turtle stuff, let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down, come subscribe, all that great stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.